let's motherfucking talk about it, guys. Let's fucking talk about it. I cannot believe they really did it. And they didn't even wait till midnight. Maybe it was midnight somewhere else, but on the East Coast, it's 11:49 p.m. They did not waste any time getting rid of TikTok. Let's talk about it, guys. So I made a video earlier. It was 30 minutes, and I made this prediction that they wasn't gonna really do it because I thought they was playing around. I said they not this fucking crazy. Like they really don't want us to talk. Really don't want us to communicate and connect. Like we really was that big of a threat, my Niji. Like first of all, I see on my Niji, but they really banned TikTok. And then, like I said, I made a video earlier, 30 minutes long, about what I thought was going to happen. I didn't think they was really going to do it. I thought that they were going to, like, come up with some type of agreement. Like, I thought that 170 million people on the platform would make them think twice. I don't know what I was thinking when I'm thinking about this fucking government. I don't know why I was thinking that. Why? And then I go to edit my little video that I did because I use CapCut for everything. If you don't know, CapCut is the truth. But they done banned CapCut too. What has CapCut done to any motherfucking body? My Niji. This is... So, the emotions are all over the place on the internet right now. Nobody can really communicate if you've been communicating through TikTok, where the algorithm is one of the best for connecting without so much censorship, like on Facebook, Instagram, all of the other platforms. A lot of them have censorship where you cannot really talk about the truth, about who you are, about American Indian history, about the things that the government has done to cover up how they don't want these things coming out. So I said they wasn't gonna ban it. That's what I said. I said it. I said they was not going to ban TikTok. And I looked at my phone at 11 and it said, soon we will be disabling some services and it won't be available. 20 minutes later, I looked at it and it said you cannot access this app. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead because I've been kind of got off of TikTok a couple months ago because I felt like they was going to do something crazy. And they did it. You can't even go see your video. You can't even go on it. Like, to me, this is the highest form of showing you that you are a POW. Like, this is the highest form of disrespect for the fake ass government to insert themselves into social media. Like, how long do y'all think y'all can hide the truth? How long do y'all think people gonna just sit and take this shit? Like, people had businesses on there. People had whole communities on there. People use this as a primary source to feed their kids. Thankfully, I never really pushed my business on TikTok. I never really truly got into it, especially with all the talk about the ban. So I was cautious, but the last couple of days I kind of went hard on TikTok, just playing around because I'm like, if it's going to be banned. But I didn't think it was really going to be banned. Like, let me just be frankly clear. I did not think that was going to be the case. I have to be honest with you guys. I didn't think that the government was going to really do this. But I think TikTok is trying to prove a point because the government like playing around, but they really like, you know what? Let's just stop playing these games. We don't have time. But you know, the TikTokers on Turtle Island, aka America, we bring a lot of culture to everything we touch. You know. So TikTok is going to definitely be different without us on the platform. It's going to be different, and it's kind of fucked up, if I could just be totally honest. And I didn't think I was going to feel like this, but I feel like this not because of the app, not because of it's just because I see behind the scenes what they really trying to fucking do. They really don't want us to communicate and talk and, you know, share our true indigenous. They don't want us to talk. I think that's just like going it just sets this whole country back 400 fucking years. It just set us back 400 years. When they pulled up here, colonists destroyed all of the indigenous anything that they could touch, they destroyed it and built everything on lies. And I've been recording, and I found out who I truly am a couple months ago. For the whole time, I thought I was black, African American. I used to wear my African gear. I used to dream about going to Africa. Don't know nobody over there until I realized I was indigenous to Turtle Island, to America. And I realized that by doing my genealogy. So nobody can't tell me nothing about who I am. I did my genealogy, family tree. And I realized, wow, they lied. So because they lied so bad, and this prompted me to dig into the holidays. This prompted me to dig into the Senate. This prompted me to dig into all of the records in the Senate to realize, wow, they really stole land. They really stole our inheritance, gave it to Native Americans. They gave the engines inheritance to Native Americans. And my camera messing up, but that don't mean that we're going to keep rocking and rolling, because I have to get this out. I had to get up out of the bed and get this out, because I'm like, what the fuck? If you feeling me, you feel how I feel, let me know in the comments how you feel about this. Let me get my camera together, because this camera is tripping. It won't let me be great. Let's just start it back over, okay? Because the camera won't let me be great. But we not stopping, because I feel like this is going to set this country back so far. When I realized that I was being bamboozled, lied to, all of these different things by the government, and I think they know that we're actually waking up. I think they know. My camera is tripping, y'all. It's tripping. But I'm still going to talk. So while I fix this, I'm still talking. But they had no idea. They have no idea what this is going to do. This is going to set us back so far. So freaking far. And how do y'all feel about this? Excuse the camera, it's black, but I'm working on it right now. I just had to really get up out of bed and get this shit out, because what is going on with this government? Like, and I feel like Twitch right now is being a baby hater. I feel like Twitch being a baby hater, but I'm still gonna talk. I'm still gonna talk until this camera come back on, because I did not know I was gonna be this pissed and feel this controlled by the government. This lets me know that we were onto something that would destroy what they have going on. All the lies in Senate, all the things people are digging up and researching and spreading at a rapid pace. It bothered them. But my thing is, by y'all making this move, by y'all doing all of this, focusing on this, when people homeless, when the inflation is sky high, when school is sky high, when rent is off the chain, people's stuff burning, y'all focus on TikTok and CapCut. Like, make this make sense. This country has been built on nothing but lies. It has been stolen from people who are here before the government got here. And because they here, and because they started it with unaliving people, going on people's land, burning the whole village and taking it and squatting and just making up treaties to steal. And because they started this country on a bunch of bullshit, now they have to cover their tracks. And they did not anticipate, when they was making all these rules and laws, the legislature to hold the Indians down, the Niji down, when they was making all this stuff up back in the day, they did not anticipate on a couple things happening. The first one is the internet, which was invented by an Indian, aka a black man. But I don't go by the black title no more, but, you know. They didn't anticipate on the internet. And second of all, they didn't anticipate on social media. But what they had done with social media, because I remember when social media first came out, there were no algorithms. But I realized that social media has become colonized now. Social media is colonized. They're trying to colonize social media. How the fuck? You cannot make this stuff up. They're trying to colonize social media. It's terrible. Let me go to my YouTube because I can't see the comments because I just hopped on here like I just couldn't believe it. Everywhere I'm looking, I'm like, and then I got on TikTok. This thing had a bin. I can't believe it, y'all. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. This thing had a ban. I can't pull it up right now because I'm just like in disbelief. They really colonized social media. So when we first got on social media, I used to post pictures, see people I know. The algorithms were like for you. You would get hundreds of likes without effort. It didn't seem like it was all about the likes or all about this. You just got on here to see your friends, see what's going on. It was fun. It wasn't really focused on the likes and the this. But something happened while we was on here getting together. Because, you know, back in the day, it was illegal for us, melanated Niji, to get together more than a group of 5. Or they would call the patrol, the Nik patrol, the NIGGA patrol. It feels the same way now, but only digital. So something happened where I noticed Instagram, Facebook, I noticed that the algorithms was changing. Like you couldn't really reach the same people. Then they made it all about statistics. Your reach, you got to post it, you got to do this. It's too fucking much. Y'all doing too much. Government. Y'all doing too much. Y'all worried about the wrong shit. People can't afford groceries. You worried about TikTok and you took away their way to pay for groceries and to feed their family. Because you worried about what they're going to find out. Like, I don't have a business on TikTok, but I do have a dental office business. And I know how important marketing is for my business. And I know that those free dollars and being able to reach your audience is important. And you have Facebook and Instagram, which is going to charge you an arm and a leg. They're not going to let you reach people. They have all these colonized algorithms in place to prevent you from finding out the truth, to prevent you from saying anything, prevent you from doing anything. Shit really pissed me off. It ain't, and then I see people on Facebook. Well, I ain't even mad. I understand why people mad. It's deeper than that, boo. It's a little bit deeper than what y'all making. It's more deeper than, oh, well, TikTok was in and out. It's a little deeper than what y'all think it is. This is fucking crazy to me. This crazy. They really colonized the internet. They colonized the internet. And took away something that people enjoy. After going to fucking work 2 to 3 jobs, working 40 hours trying to feed their family, being stressed the fuck out. You just want to get on TikTok and fucking dance, and this is a threat to the government. You just want to get on here and share knowledge and know who you are and finally be able to reach people without all these colonized algorithms. Zuckerberg. That's why I'm viral on Facebook. My graduation picture went viral. Over millions of views. 60,000 shares. But I deleted everything except that picture. But I had that was my main platform. After I realized how colonized it is, I said, you know, I can't continue to sit on Facebook and beg people to and beg Facebook to show my posts and be on here all day for pennies and give it all my time. I've been on Facebook for 20 years and they ain't did shit for me. But made me distracted. Remove my attention span. Somebody said it's over. They know we are the creators. If you're not creating, you're in trouble. It's crazy. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. Then, not only did they ban TikTok, they banned CapCut. They ain't even been talking about that. I know some people probably don't use CapCut, but I use CapCut a lot. It's just an editing app. It's amazing. I came from using Photoshop and the Adobe editing tools, so those are a lot harder. So once they came out with CapCut, because there was never anything like CapCut where you could edit your videos and pictures and have multiple layers. And if you edit videos, you know what I'm talking about, right on your phone. I searched all over for something right on the phone. It had all the captions, it had everything. It was really like a live Final Cut Pro on your phone, and they banned it. For what? People don't even do social media for real on that app. I guess that's a threat to the government too. To my Niji out there, boy, if this doesn't wake us up, if you don't get your behind on one of these platforms, not I don't know about Facebook, Instagram. I'm done with Instagram and Facebook for real. Like I just have I have a community on there, so I feel like I'm abandoning my community because I motivate people and I've been doing that for a while. But I just feel like y'all gonna have to meet me where I'm at because I can't do the colonized social media no more. YouTube, I'm over there now. I'm on Twitch now. I think I'm just gonna be a streamer now because this government got us up. I really can't believe this. I don't think it's gonna be gone for. I don't know what I think no more about this, cause the government just do what they want and they just totally out of whack right now. I think they're really crumbling apart, and I'm happy about it. I'm happy that they're crumbling apart, but it's sad that they talk about all the laws that they made. It's just made up anyways. I get that part, but the fact that they say, "Oh, freedom of speech," where? Not here. Not here. Not in America. Okay? It's crazy. It's totally ludicrous. It's ludicrous. Facebook is not the same. Instagram is not the same. X is not the same. No app is like TikTok where you can actually find people who doing different things, who from different walks of life. It just so different. When I go on my Facebook now, guess what I see? Nothing but ass. But all down my timeline, women showing from the back, fights, nothing of like substance. Sometimes you can find some things, but you're never going to find anything about American Indian history, the true American Indian history. You're never going to find anything about the atrocities that this government has done. You're never going to find those true images of those melanated Indians from the 1400s and pre-Columbus. You're not going to find it on Facebook because they censor everything out. They censor everything out. And I remember being on Facebook, maybe it was a month or two ago, and some of y'all probably seen this, but there was this girl, this YT girl, and she was on there. She said, if I was a enslaved master, I'd be a fun enslaved master. And the melanated people went in on her. I reported that post probably 10 times to Facebook. That post went viral. They did not take it down. They left it up. They left it up. They never took it down. But this girl had so many people coming for her neck. I know she won't make that comment again, but the fact that Facebook will censor everything we say just trying to learn our history. It reminds me of Florida. I'm from Florida. It reminds me of that governor down in Florida, how they banned the books, how they banned us from wearing our tribal gear, how they banned us from speaking our language, how they banned you from just even having your own property, how they burnt your stuff down, took your stuff, took my ancestors' stuff. That don't sit well with me, guys. It really don't sit well with me. Like, this did something to me because I was already growing in my Niji identity. When I say Niji, that means American Indian, that means Indian, that means all of that. That means a true identity that was taken, and I figured out the truth through all the people who post the receipts. We don't need to clarify that because the genealogy did the work for me there. So I don't have no doubt about that. But the fact that we are in a colonized internet, a colonized internet, then y'all gonna colonize everything? God damn. Wow. I can't believe it, guys. I can't believe it. This government is a joke. Somebody said the TikTok ban will backfire. That's my exact mood. The TikTok ban will absolutely backfire. It's absolutely going to backfire. This is going to backfire so bad. It's going to... The thing is, the government now has to censor everything. They're going to have to run around and censor every little thing they can find. But This is going to backfire on them so bad with the American people. This is going to backfire. Y'all should be worrying about putting these fires out in California while you worrying about fucking colonizing the internet, colonizing TikTok, taking away this from us, taking away that. Ain't nothing more of a threat than people pulling up to a country that don't belong to them, unaliving people, making treaties that they break, pushing inequality, white supremacy. Ain't nothing more dangerous than that. Have y'all not forgot about Robert Brooks just last month? That ain't a threat, and these people still ain't locked up. But y'all worried about fucking TikTok. This man died at the hands of colonists right on TV, and y'all ain't ban that, but you're gonna ban TikTok. It makes me so mad that we had to sit and be desensitized to watch one of our own melanated brothers being lynched right on TV. And y'all didn't ban that. Y'all didn't ban that. That shit pisses me off. Because that could have been my brother, my daddy, and y'all worrying about TikTok. Worrying about little kids on here dancing, having fun in this stressful ass United States of a fucking America. This shit, I did not know this was going to have this big of an impact on me. But when you wake up out of the matrix and when you know who you really are and you really see what they're doing, you see what they've been doing, y'all going to censor that. But you can't censor this man getting unalived. And y'all couldn't lock these people up. But y'all feel like TikTok is a threat. No, I only see one threat in this country. I only see one threat. And that's a government that don't give a fuck. They don't care. They don't care. It brings me almost to tears that they don't care. Just last month, we sat the whole country sat and watched a whole group of colonizers sit here and beat someone, torture them, turn cameras off. The same thing they doing now, trying to turn the TikTok off, trying to turn the cameras off, do everything behind the scene. But y'all couldn't ban that. Y'all can't ban people doing things like that in this country. But you worried about China. I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. Even though in my life, I've seen so many things from history and all these things. And this seems so small to people. This TikTok ban seems so small to people, but there is such a deep meaning behind it. I think that's crazy. I don't know what to even call them. These guys lose their job. They still not locked up. They still walk around. They still investigating. They still doing it. Y'all doing all of this, but you can ban TikTok. But you can't ban racism in this country. You can't ban the police. You can't ban all the things that is inequality against melanated people. You can't give the land back. You can't tell the fucking truth. You can't teach history in school, the real history. You can't unban the books. You can't do none of this, but you worried about TikTok and CapCut. Boy, if this is not a wake-up call, really to all American people, but specifically to my Niji. Like, this is a wake-up call, guys. You gotta really not only know who you are, but stand on fucking business, because they really are trying to colonize the internet. They're really trying to colonize the internet. I don't even think they're trying. They did. They colonized the internet. Colonized it. And I'm super, super shocked. I'm super, super shocked because they worried about this. But y'all can't even get y'all like together over here worrying about China. Y'all can't even get America together. Y'all can't even get these police together. Y'all need to be trying to ban that. Okay? For y'all talking about banning TikTok, because that's the biggest threat to me. This government. How y'all treat my people. I came from poverty. Yes, I'm a dentist now, but do you know how hard it was to go through all the hoops and the shit that y'all put in place for me not to be there? So I can fight being a stereotype because I didn't know who I was. I thought I was this black person from Africa and always felt always bullied and my skin color ain't this and feeling like less than and believing in white supremacy and being taught pseudo history. And oh my goodness, now that I know the truth, man, it pisses me off. It really pisses me off. It really pisses me off. It pisses me off. That video was all over the internet, all over YouTube, and nothing happened. The government couldn't find a way to do nothing about that. But let it had been one of us and the roles was reversed, that person would have been attached to the gas chamber. In 2 seconds. Probably wouldn't even made it to court, because they would have just unalived him immediately. But these people with badges on, turning off their cameras, unaliving people. This isn't the first time. This has been going on in this country since the beginning of time. And y'all worried about somebody threatening. Come on, man. The threat is against y'all losing control. The money don't mean nothing. People, other countries moving to the BRICS, losing control. And I guarantee you, by making this move, USA, it's going to backfire. It's going to backfire. Y'all need to focus on something a little bit more serious than TikTok. Y'all really do. Y'all really need to just pack it up and just, I don't know. What y'all think they need to do, guys? Because I have no idea. CB Kicks, it's over. They know we are the creators. If you're not creating, you're in trouble. I don't think it's over. I think it's just getting started. I think this is just getting started. They just created a mess. This is going to be a mess. But I wonder how long it's going to take for them to do something about Robert Brooks' case and all the other people who have been harassed and bullied and mistreated in this country. Like poor Trayvon Martin, Sandra Bland. Y'all ain't worried about that. Y'all ain't doing nothing about that. You actually making it worse. And when I go home to Florida, which I don't like to go to Florida, the police down there, they really think they in the 1400s, baby. They will stalk you and harass you. Y'all ain't worried about that. Y'all ain't doing nothing about that, though. People paying taxes, can't afford groceries. People working all these jobs, 40, 50 hours a week. Can't even get on TikTok and just relax. Can't even get on here and make a little easy money. Y'all want everybody to go back to real work, huh? You don't want people to get on there and make that easy money. I ain't even saying it's easy, because I give content creators and people who have businesses their respect, because I have a business and I know it's hard to market. Like I said, it's hard to market. It's hard to get yourself out there, especially on Facebook. It's probably not going to happen unless you already got money. Not on Instagram unless you already got money. But to take something away where people just trying to make a way so they don't have to sit here and be on a physical plantation every day, 40 hours a day, for $7.25 minimum wage, it's ridiculous. So that's why y'all trying to shut the shit down. And people going over to Red Note, they're saying, oh, well, Red Note, the people in China living way better. Homelessness is zero. They're seeing so many things different. We're seeing how it really is outside of this. So somebody said living in the United States is like being in a fishbowl where you can't see outside to other countries. You can't see outside to other countries. So you just think this is how it is. It's just like being black American. You just think that's how it is because it's blocked out of school. Everything is systemized. Everything is full of lies. But this should let y'all know, my Niji, my non-Niji, anybody over here in America, they done colonized the internet. They colonized social media. They try to shut us up for real. I don't like that. But they can't even control their own people. But y'all trying to control the app. The app ain't did nothing to me. I could tell you who did do something to me. These damn police over here. The white supremacists over here, they been doing something to us. But y'all act like y'all can't see that. Up. Can't see that. You too blind for that. Shit done piss me off, man. I ain't even trying to be politically correct because this is really how I feel. I got up out my bed because I'm like, I can't believe this dumbass government. Like, they just boil my blood so bad. The more I go back and read and do research and see all the things that they put in place, all the lies, all the Senate records, all the just the whitewashing, all the white supremacy, the Walter Plickers, all of this stuff, it just boils my blood. That's why with Facebook, I can't stand Facebook no more. That used to be my primary platform. But I realized I was on this damn plantation. I can't even say plantation because that's not even a bad word. They just turned it into a bad word because they stole the land and then made it. Anywho, I can't even sit on this colonized social media app anymore because I'm sitting on here all day trying to get people. I'm not doing that no more. We got to get back into our spirit and vibrate high. You got to know who you are. Please do your genealogy. I beg you to do your genealogy. Start talking. We have to start talking. I'm thinking that we would have to like start some type of petition. I don't know what it would be, like a class action lawsuit against the government for fraud and treason and just a whole bunch of other stuff against the needy and just breaking so many amendments that don't even. You guys, this stuff just go too deep for me. I just had to get on here for a second. Give y'all my thoughts about this TikTok ban. Give y'all my thoughts about the things that are a little bit more important than that. Give y'all my thoughts about how this feels like to be colonized on the internet. I already knew that Facebook and Instagram and a couple other ones are colonized, meaning the algorithms is just, they call it algorithms, but it's really like colonizing rhythms. Colonizer rhythms. That's what it is, because the algorithms just prevent us from being seen. It kind of like block you out naturally. So if you would naturally get on like me, like I said, Instagram back in the day, you get on here, you drop a pic, you see your people, you get a couple hundred likes. It was nothing. Like, it's billions of people in the world. Now they force it where they're blocking you out. They're trying to put sensors in place to prevent you from finding your people and to shut you up. Like, what is that? That's not fun. Y'all think that's fun? That ain't no social media. That's control media. Control media. It's control. Niji, this is a message. They sending a clear sign. This is a message. Know who you are. Don't let them trick you out of your spot. This means WAR. And I don't know what's gonna happen, but this isn't good. But I'm not gonna shut up. I'm not going to stop pushing the truth. I'm not going to stop spreading the knowledge. I'm not going to stop researching the atrocities and speaking my voice and just fighting against this. Like, this is crazy. Like, they colonized the internet. I think TikTok will be back, but it's just the games y'all playing. Like, people don't know how they gonna run their business. I mean, they literally took it down. Like, you can't even get to your business. You can't even, if you were making money, you can't even see it. You can't even know. If you monetize on TikTok, you can't see nothing. It says close the app. You can't even do anything. So imagine people who got millions of followers and they put in their hard work for years on this platform. And this is how they feed their family. Now they have to go back to work. I feel like I said, there's a lot of things at play here. Is either they wanted all these people to go back to work. That's one. Because you make it too much. Y'all getting too ahead of yourself on the internet. Okay? Nobody want to go to work. They want to work for themselves. They want to be CEOs and owners. As you should. Okay? Nobody got time to be working for no $7.25 in a country where rent is $2,500. It's crazy. When I was renting just a year and a half ago, my rent went from $1,600. This is in a year now. $1,600, which I already thought was crazy. I'm like, $1,600. I got to find out. I have to buy a property, but it went from $1,600 to $2,300. And I'm a dentist now, and I'm like, I can't afford this. Even in dentistry, everything in this dental office is sky high. I had to go out and network with all the insurances. We already know about the insurance stuff from last year, how the CEOs, y'all ain't focused on that though. You ain't focused on the healthcare crisis here, but you focus on TikTok. Why y'all ain't trying to give people healthcare and dental care and take care of the people? Y'all worried about TikTok, how you can take something. Don't y'all think y'all took a damn enough? I think y'all took enough. But yeah, in this office, in the dental office, I had to go out and network with the insurances, and the patients are scrambling. I'm just telling you from a doctor dentist perspective, they're scrambling because the Medicaid and the Medicare nobody's taking it anymore. I stopped taking it because I did a denture case, and I ended up having to pay $100 to do the denture. That's not how business work. We can't stay in business like that. So I had to drop all insurances and go straight cash. This is what is happening. Y'all not worried about that though, government. You just worried about how you can take, censor more, block people out from making money, control people what they say, hide the history. You can't hide the truth. The deviousness will catch up to you. The lies is going to catch up to you. And the more you hide, the more it's going to come out. What is the saying? The truth always comes to the what? Light. The truth does not continue. You keep changing our name, hiding this, trying to block out this. The truth is always going to come to the light. And I'm going to be one of those truth speakers for the rest of my life. Because y'all really pissed me off by first hiding my identity since I was a kid, not allowing me to learn who I am, telling me that I'm a slave and I'm not. Just grouping me in. Like, no, we're not. Get that out of your head. There's no evidence of that. But there's every evidence of me being Niji, indigenous to Turtle Island, to my ancestors being on the Census Bureau as inhabitants. Inhabitants mean we were already here. And then my thing is, if we was already here, and y'all got to come and ask us how much land we got, what's this, then who? If y'all brought us over here, then we wouldn't have to answer no Census Bureau. You wouldn't have to do no research like that for years and decades. But they was researching just to plot and steal and destroy. Like, it's 2025. This shit been going on for centuries. I feel like the jig is up, but I feel like they just took a real big blow to us Niji. They took a real big blow. So when I say Niji, I mean Black Americans, which you're not Black Americans. You're actually Indian. Go follow some of this So Lena. Go follow Tim and Phoebe, Dane Calloway. Go follow the Elder Baba. Go follow Chiefess Warhorse. Go follow me, Chiefess Dr. Sunflower. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be done with this rant because I'm livid. I think I said what I needed to say. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about this whole TikTok drama. Like, do y'all feel what I'm putting down? Like, do y'all feel what I'm saying? Do y'all understand what's going on? To the people on Facebook, like, well, it ain't bothering me. I ain't really da-da-da-da-da. Because you want to colonize out. They don't. Of course it don't bother you. Your brain is desensitized like a mother. It's desensitized. If you still in an African American identity, and you did your genealogy and that's just your identity, then I respect that. But if you're in an African American identity and you haven't done your genealogy, then you probably won't understand what's going on. But there's an urgency for us to really vibrate a little bit higher. There's an urgency for us to really wake up every day and not take no shit from nobody. There's an urgency for us to speak our mind, speak our voice, and find out the truth. That's why every day I get up and I try to learn something new about my ancestors. I try to learn something new about who I am. I try to learn something new about this fake-ass pseudo-history. I try to learn something new about the Matrix. And I'll leave you with this. The lady who wrote The Matrix, she's a Niji. She was Cherokee. Her grandfather, she's Cherokee. And she said the Matrix is just combining, the spiritual with the technological. So To get out of this matrix, you really have to vibrate really, really high. Wake up every day, speak positive affirmations to yourself. Let yourself know that you are wonderful. Something wonderful is gonna happen to you. Let yourself know that nothing can stop and prevent your greatness. Not the government, not a colonized social media. Nothing. You still gonna be great and wonderful. No matter what platform you on, you're still gonna be great and wonderful from the inside out. My Niji. Okay? But I need us to level up. I need us to continue to talk this talk, continue to uncover the truth. Thank you to everyone who uncovers the truth and keeps me on my toes. Because some days I find myself off my toes, like, dang, it's too draining. All this stuff I'm learning, it gets kind of draining. But then I see a video that just reignites my passion to just keep pushing forward. And this band, it is going to backfire. It's going to backfire. I think it already has backfired. It already has backfired because I don't think people was really expecting that to go down before midnight. They wasn't playing around. They took it down. They trying to prove a point. Either TikTok trying to prove a point to CEO. I think he trying to prove a point. Because why would you... And this is another thing. Trying to force someone to sell their royalties, kind of like the music industry here in America, how they steal these artists' voices and steal their royalties and they make them sign these contracts. How they had the treaties back in the day, how they killed, unalive, I should say, our chiefs, and then put in the pretending chiefs and had them sign documents that really didn't, like, had them selling their land and they really didn't want to. It just reminds me of now how they're trying to make someone sell their property by force and torture and threat. It just sounds like back in the day. The same thing. I'm going to force you to sell your property, force you to give me your land by torture and manipulation and legislation and my camera glitching again, but I'm pretty much done with this live. I just had to get it off my chest because I think it's a setback. It's a setback. So we'll wake up tomorrow and see what is going to be resulted from all of this, guys, but it's a setback. They colonized the internet. I'm out.